You'll want to bring the black balloon, did I say gray? Black. Bring the black balloon around alongside the eye. Squeeze alongside the eye, squeezing a little air out, and then twisting, and then taking it around the ears, giving it that masked look on one side. Repeat the process on the other side. Twisting that in, and then twist it around the gray balloon a couple of times. Now you make your basic dog body from this point on, like you would with the skunk or any of the other animals from video 2, the orange puppy. Go ahead and make a basic dog body, like so. Now taking the remainder of your black balloon, you will squeeze a little air off at the neck, making it smaller than the gray balloon the neck is made of. Doing the same thing, making it smaller than the brown balloon that the body is made from. Now you'll take and measure off the gray and the black to be equal in size, and then doing the pop release technique, tie that off. Twist that together. At the top, pinch as you twist. If you pinch with these fingers and thumb at the same time that you twist, with practice you can get very small bubbles, all the same size. Fold one underneath. Now you just adjust him. Scoot his ears around to where they look like what you think they should look like. And there you have Sharpie the suit. On video 2, showed you how to do the Coolville Penguin. Well, utilizing this character, as well as brown and gray balloons, you can make a holiday display whereby you could have a sleigh, and you can fill the back of the sleigh with little fish made out of hearts. The way you make the fish is you blow a heart up, leaving a lot of uninflated, a very small bubble. Squeeze all the air from the lobes of the heart into the bottom of the heart, making fish. And the larger you make the sleigh, the more fish you can put in it. And you can find in T. Meyer's newsletter about using the hearts to make fish, but you've seen how to do it here. But wait a minute. How's he going to get around with no animals to pull this thing? We need a reindeer. Well, let's see. Where are my balloons? Oh, here are my balloons. I think maybe we ought to get us an expert for that. Yeah, that's what we'll do. Let's go to the experts.
Well, hello. I'm back again. And I'd like to show you some additions that I've made. Mike Decker has a Christmas video out that everyone should have, and I'd like to show you some additions I've done to a reindeer that he does. I don't remember if he put white eyes on his, but when he does the antlers and ties them in, I take and wrap the white balloon back in and then back up, down into the nose, and then back up to the head again to make a pair of white eyes before I continue on with the other side of the antler. Aha, the wonders of modern technology. Bet you couldn't tell I messed up, and we edited it out, and I'm getting to show you this technique anew. Well, wonders never cease. As you take the remainder of the balloon and constrict it by pinching the end with your finger, squeezing the air down, make about a 1/2 to 1 inch bubble. This will be ear twisted for the tail. Folding over the balloon alongside the legs, ear twist that balloon. Taking the remainder and wrapping it around a few times to lock that twist down. Doing the pop release technique that you learned from other videos. Let that piece go. Now you have a tail. But we're not done. The rest of the white balloon that you took off the antlers and the eyes, a very small bubble, like video 2 shows you to do the little yellow bird beak. Make it very small. Taking this bubble and holding it at the very back, pull the white in through the legs and back around through the legs several times, and then pull it between the legs, taking your scissors, snip it off, taking your little white piece, you now have a little white-tailed reindeer. Happy holidays, all. Merry Christmas.
Whoa, was that St. Nick? Man, when I said the experts, had no idea. I figured they'd bring us a ringer. Well, I can't think of a better expert than the North Pole's main resident. Anyway, these two sculptures, the sleigh and the reindeer, are both on Mike Decker's videos, and I saw no need to completely make them here for you, more or less just to show you things that could be done with brown and gray balloons. For this one, you're going to need 4 brown balloons filled all but about 4 fingers on each one. A white balloon, well, you may need 5. Sometimes with popping, you'll need 5. A white balloon just filled a foot or so. A black balloon with a small bubble on the end. Tie all 4 balloons together at the nozzle end. Taking 2 balloons, making about a 4-finger bubble, and then a 4-finger bubble between the 2. Go to the next one. Repeat the process. Go to the next one. Repeat the process. So that you have a weaving pattern at the top of the head. Now you'll take the shorter of the 2 balloons, fold over an ear twist and spin it, a rather large ear twist, and spin it. And then taking the longer of the 2, you'll now measure across the front of the head, go about 4 to 6 fingers, make another fold ear twist, adjusting the size to be equal in size to the first one you made. Take that ear and push it through the very opposite, the very first triangle you made, and pop it to the front, effectively making a diamond or square shape with the top of the head, with your 2 ears at the front. At this point, you'll twist both balloons to make them arc a little. Then you'll twist off about 8 to 10 fingers. Twist those 2 balloons together at the bottom. Going to the back, pull the other side together. These should be a little shorter than these. You can twist the whole thing together like so. Finding the 2 shorter balloons, these you will make into legs at the front. You'll do this by taking about a 3 to 4 finger bubble, making a 1-inch, 1/2 inch ear twist for the knee, then a much smaller bubble for the lower leg, then a regular dog's leg. Regular set of dog legs, getting rid of the end, and tying it off to make the leg. Repeat the process with the other leg. Going to the other 2 balloons that you have left at the bottom of the back of the body, find the longer of the 2, squeeze a little air out and twist off. This will be your tail. Popping off, saving this portion, go ahead and tie your tail off, and then go ahead and tie the other one off. This will become one of the arms. At this point, you will make a small bubble, actually a chain of 4 small bubbles, and you will twist those together like a small poodle's head. This will be the lower portion of the arm, a big ear twist for an elbow, and this will be the upper portion of the arm. Now you can either go ahead and measure it to see what size you want it to be now, I give it about 8 to 10 fingers. Now you can release the air and tie it off. You'll want this portion left over to tie in to the body with. Repeat that process with the other balloon that you have left on there. Pop it off, make an arm with it. Set those two aside. Take your white balloon. Now I make what's called the seed twist. I don't know what else to call it. Where you take the balloon, twist off a small bubble, push it down inside the white balloon, popping it off. Doing that twice. You're making these to be earplugs. Now you want to let air out so that you have a scrap of white uninflated, and let the air out so that you have about a 4-finger bubble of the white. Tie off each end, and you don't have to make it too tight. You want it to be a little bit soft. Okay? Tie off each end of this white balloon. You're going to want to be using this. Set it aside. Take your plugs of your ears. Go ahead and, while spreading the ear on one side, push it in from the other and roll it in. That way you have, come back here. The earplugs. With practice, you'll be able to get this part down. The first few might not look like you want them. Maybe the first one will. Underinflate a heart. This will be the chest and the belly of the dude. So once you've done that, tie the knot very close to the nozzle end. Taking that, pull it between the legs and up into the body by pulling it behind the tail and up. At this point, you take the heart on either side of the lobe and squeezing the air down as far as you can. Then you take this up and tuck it in to the front of the body, giving it that pooch belly look. Taking your white balloon, the rest of your white bubble, split it into 2 eyes. Taking your black balloon, put it around that, but you'll want to take it around and tie it. Now you'll notice that I'm tucking the balloon in between my finger and my thumb, grasping so that when I roll it off, the majority of it comes through and I don't have to fight it through like this. Once you pull that through and pulled it down to tie a knot, you'll want to take your scissors and trim off about 2 to 3 fingers. You're going to want to use this to tie in with in a moment. Tie off the black balloon as close to it as you can, as close to the end that you've cut as you can. Put a very small bubble of air in it. Tie off. Taking this remainder of black balloon, which will become the little horns and the dark eyebrow for the fella, you will have to be able to do a square knot. It will not look good if you cannot do a square knot. You'll have to get with somebody to teach you how to do square knots. St. the Boy Scouts, this is balloonology, balloon something. But anyway, take your black balloon with about a 1.5 finger portion. Squeeze a little air up into it as you pinch off, and then tie the square knot with the white and the black. Now you'll bring, starting to see it, you'll bring the black across the top, bunching the eyes together a little. Now at this point you will hold them with the black balloon under and the white balloon over, tucking it between the two and coming around. Now you'll want to come over the top and back through with the, no, pardon me. You'll want to go, yeah,